All right, so the first owners launch quickly became like our most iconic graphic, I guess, that we'd ever done at Represent. And through doing that, it became our like logo statement piece. Before launching that in 2020, we'd never really done like a big Represent logo across the back or the front of a garment. So it propelled us into this new, I guess, level that we'd not been to before, and it massively increased our business and became its own business in its own right. And doing that, like to protect it, we wanted to make sure it was always the best that it could be. So I didn't want to change it and I didn't want to adapt it. All I would do is add new colorways in and a few new silhouettes here and there, but keep the graphic dimensions like the same. And we did that for a few years, but I always remember this quote from James Kerr, who was the New Zealand All Blacks head coach at the time, and he said, when you're at the top of your game, you got to change your game. And that always stuck in my mind when we're doing like an Owners Club collection. And going back to then thought process of like, where do we take it? What happens to it? Does it stay the same forever? It was like, now we want to enhance this collection. We want to bring it a new sense of direction. And we'll obviously keep the main thing, but this way we can put new elements, new zips, new details, new fabrics, new patterns, new shapes, new graphics into something that's so iconic to us. We've been doing this now for the past 18 months to get it right and to be able to recreate that essence of what the original Owners Club did for us as a brand. So to me, that was like, okay, what is new, what is different, and then what's going to stand like the test of time with this collection. And I think you got to look at every single aspect of a garment through that. So it's the fit. Fit is always number one. Like, what are we going to do that's going to be pioneering in the way it looks and it's going to fit everybody? Because we've got a geographical business here that spans from one side of the world to the other. So I want them garments to fit everyone who puts it on, male, female, 6'4" to 5'8", whatever it is. Like, I want them garments to feel the same across everybody. So number one, we go back to the drawing board on that and like, what are we known for? How do we adapt it? What do we change it for? And then if we look 5-10 years in the future, like, how does that still look? Does it still give that same look that we want it to be from day one that it is in day 2000, I guess? So like the t-shirt, we looked at the block, we adjusted it, we kind of cropped it in a little bit. The trends are changing, the necklines are changing. We didn't want to just do the same thing. We added like a little subtle like slub to the jersey. And then what me and Mike had been doing a lot over the past few years was always changing our t-shirts inside out. So we kind of put a print on there that would bleed through, and then you could wear it inside out and you'd still get that same owner's effect that you'd get across all the other garments, but just in a more subtle and minimalist way. We added in a rugby, which is like a 280 GSM piece that I'm wearing right now, and it's not something I regularly wear, but I think the way we made the fit and the fabrics and the cuff depths and just the whole silhouette of this piece just goes with denim, it goes with sweatpants, it goes across the whole range of Represent, and it gives us that same look that who we are as a brand and what our DNA is, but in just a new piece that we'd not done before. And then obviously the loop back stuff. So the heavyweight is obviously what we're known for. Everyone loves the Represent hoodie. So we went into like a 380 GSM full cotton loop back, but this time we like double washed it. So like the carbon finishing that you'll feel on the outer, you'll also feel on the inner. And it has this brush finish to the inside where it goes through a crazy process, which we'll show you. We went and saw in Portugal. And it just feels like something that you can't really get on the market and something that we'd not done before. And it's super soft, but it's super heavyweight, and it's also like drapey. So it gives you all the elements that you want from a sweater or a zip hoodie or whatever that is. Usually we would go black and white. There are predominantly two main colors in the brand. So I wanted to switch that up as well. You can already buy a black Represent Owners Club hoodie. You can already buy a flat white Represent Owners Club hoodie. So we went with like this really fade out black with what isn't a white print. We actually went more of like a deep yellow. It's kind of a little bit, I don't know how to say it, but it just gives a different look to what a black and white does. And I think, later down the line, maybe we'll add black and white in there, but this like varsity prep kind of look, I wanted to go different. So main color is like the faded black, which is, it's got a slight blue and a slight gray tint to it. And then we went into what we call a smoked rose, which is this here. It's basically like, starts off as a deep red and gets washed out over time till it becomes like a rose color, and then it gets, what we say is smoked is like the carbon finish that adds that little like texture to the end of it. And the print on that is just a darker version of what that smoked rose is. The print's been done so it looks like it's aged over time and it's been washed for 30, 40 years. Just because we're going so much into that like vintage aspect of the brand that we think Owners Club should also follow that look, but still remain prep and still remain like varsity. Third colorway would be the ash grey. Now this ash grey is like developed so it's got a slight tint of warmth in it, but then over the top half of all the upper layers and the bottom of the shorts and sweatpants, you'll see it's got a slight spray to it, so it kind of looks like it's been sun faded. Everything's made on these like European yarns. It's all organic cotton, and it's the most sustainable collection we've made to date, which is great. All made in Portugal. We went and saw the production whilst we were out in Porto 2 weeks ago. The collection for me is like, it's not about reinventing the wheel with it, it's about how we add in newness and elevate what we've already got as a brand. So I know there's a lot of marketing and a lot of content and a lot of resource behind this drop, and you're going to see a lot through the campaign. I mean, we shot Mason Mount a couple of days ago back in the UK, who is Manchester United footballer. I think we've got so much traction in the football world at the moment, and we're doing a lot around next year's World Cup, which we can't talk about yet, but just adding a face into the campaign as well is something that we've not done before, and him being a friend of the brand and a good friend of Steph's, and like just being able to put that talent into something creative that we've done made sense for us there and didn't look like it was like forced by us or forced by his team. Like it resonates with the brand. So I guess that's all I need to talk about with the collection. We've got accessories in there, we've done socks, and obviously we've done a tote bag. Caps we've done again with 47, and I know everyone has loved the England hat that we launched, which is the hit shape. We've done that same shape here in Owners Club, and we've done that in the vintage like sun faded black, and then obviously the flat white as well. There is a couple of women's silhouettes that I wanted to put in here. I didn't want to just do this collection for men, even though I know a lot of girls will just wear the men's sweaters and the men's hoodies. We've done like a really cropped zip, which is a new silhouette in women's. Then we've done the baby tee, very basic, logo in the middle on that one, rather than oversized, just because the t-shirt is so small and petite. And then we've done another sweatpant for the women's. I think the sweatpant shape is the best we've done yet. It's a wide leg, but it's also got like a wide cuff on the bottom, so it falls into your shoe as you wear it. And obviously, you know, Represent is known for its longer legs. That cuff shaping, you'll see through the campaign and you'll see through the lookbook how it fits on a model, whether they're wearing a shoe or they've just got their sock on. It's just a new look that we haven't really done before, but we've developed into this collection because it kind of feels like a move on from what we've done in the past with sweatpants. The collection will obviously get built out as we go into summer next year, but this will be it for this year. So launch is October the 22nd, and this will see us through 6 months until we add new pieces in there and obviously receive customer feedback and adjust and refine things from what we've done originally. But I do believe this is the best collection we've done, and I'm super excited to put it out there. Obviously I've been wearing it all the time. You've seen Mike wearing it all the time. Everyone in the office is stoked about it. Everyone that we spoke to and shown it to is stoked about it. Hopefully it performs well, and hopefully it gives the Owners Club another direction and another boost into what it has become as its own part of the brand.